What do you need to hear? What do you need to hear at this time? Queen of Cups. Okay, somebody has something to tell you. There's a person, potentially a water sign. We also have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be Aries, me as a reader, but you have a person that is currently at a crossroads right now about things they would like to get off their chest. They're really worried about how it's going to look when they bring this communication towards you. They feel like it would be an extreme risk on their part coming in and confessing this, okay? For one reason or another. They've been keeping this from you. So why now? Why are they wanting to offer this new beginning now? I mean, there's a truth someone's dying to tell you. Why now? Three of Pentacles, okay? They've learned something here. They've found something out. This is somebody that I feel has been communicating with others about you. You know, I see information that is getting shared in regards to you between at least 3 other people. And you've been holding back. Three of Swords. My name's Christina. This is Spiritually Fit Tarot. Please be mindful of fake accounts out there that's stealing my content. It's especially running rampant on TikTok right now. So if you're seeing this video and the name is not Spiritually Fit Tarot, just know it's not me. That is someone stealing my content. Somebody here rejected you in the past. That's who we're talking about. It feels like maybe this person put you in the middle of them and someone else. And I feel like this person had a new beginning with another person. But it doesn't seem like that situation is working out too well because it's like burden after burden with this other person. Whoever they chose over you is weighing them down, holding them back. I mean, it's like dragging dead weight. The person they chose over you is like dragging dead weight. And they've heard something about you or you know, there's some sort of information, some sort of truth that has come out about you and what you're up to. And it's got this person in a bit of regret for not choosing you. Something here in regards to a breakthrough you're having. There's people talking about this because I see in this Three of Pentacles, this is getting information, having access to records. Me as a reader, this is my online card as well, like using some sort of third party entity to receive information via the internet, you know, an app, even for some of you guys, or, you know, there could potentially be an environment where information gets exchanged here, okay? Records of some kind. But yeah, this person is currently ashamed of themselves because that's it. It's how would it look? You've received a breakthrough. So now them coming forward with communication, they know how it's going to look. Because why now? They know you're going to question why now. You know, they know you're going to know that they know about your breakthrough. And so, yeah, they're really ashamed of themselves and what's really holding them back. Yes, they are still dealing with a third party energy. I really don't know why at this point, because like I said, this person that they chose over you is a complete headache. You know, I feel like this person tries to distance themselves from this person. Again, I'm not entirely sure why they're continuing staying connected to this person. Could be due to codependency, obviously. But when it comes to you, they're really ashamed of themselves. Because there's something here where they say they're telling me they did see you in the past and they did see your potential and they knew things about you, but it's almost like something here they thought was easier turned out to be a lot harder. They thought choosing this other direction was going to be easier somehow. But boy, well, were they wrong. They were wrong. It's not, somebody may have been easier to impress, right? Someone may have been easier to get with, but in the long run, it turned out to be one of the most difficult positions they've put themselves in because, like I said, it's like this person is dragging dead weight at this point. This third party energy is siphoning their energy, holding them back from their fullest potential. They feel like they're missing out on another version of themselves. But again, they're still over here putting forth effort into that connection. I'm picking up on a possible fear of being alone. Like they feel it's bad there, but it could be worse elsewhere, Just give me one moment. If you ever feel like I'm taking too long, you can hold down on the video to speed things up. And this person, the Two of Wands is an energy of foresight. Somebody, your person of interest feels they see your future. They feel like you are on some sort of fast track to success and they want to be a part of it. So you could have posted something online. Okay. Some of you guys, you are, going back to school or you're studying something in particular, or you are showing off a talent, right? You could just be showing off some sort of talent online, and that could be the information they're receiving. But nonetheless, whatever this is, they're overwhelmed by the thought of you walking into this future that they have painted for you in their own mind. It's like this person sees, it's almost like they see a bigger breakthrough for you than you even see in yourself, because I think you're so focused on what you're doing. You're so focused on what you're doing. And this person knows that you're going to be receiving some type of great success here. You could have already received some, okay? We have Temperance. And on top of all of this, okay, you're patient, you're kind, you're emotionally intelligent, you're balanced, right? That's what they see. You're understanding. They're not receiving that where they're at. They're not receiving a kind, gentle, understanding environment. Everything they do is wrong to this person. Every time they try with this person, it's the wrong thing. There's always something, this person is constantly picking out what they're doing wrong. Even when they come in with a gesture, there's something that gets shown to them or told to them how they could have done better. And so it's a constant state of rejection they're in, because it's like no matter what they do in this other situation, it never seems to be good enough for whoever this person is. And you are presenting yourself in this person's eyes. You are an angel. I'm not saying you're an angel, right? I mean, you're human. We all have our moments, right? But they have some serious rose-colored glasses on when it comes to you, because all they can see is you're balanced, you're emotionally mature, you're kind, you're able to articulate yourself in a very understanding way, and you take care of yourself. You put yourself first. They know that you wouldn't be I'm trying to choose my words carefully, okay? Because I don't want to they know that you make time for yourself and that you have hobbies and that you take care of yourself, and they know they wouldn't have to take care of you as if you were some sort of infant, right? You come across as someone who is emotionally mature, balanced, you got your own thing going on, right? And though you would bring balance into their life right now. So, yeah, I mean, we have the 10 of Pentacles. There's also something here about that's what I'm saying, like you're independent, you're self-sufficient. You take care of yourself. So you'd be spending time taking care of yourself. You wouldn't be up there, you know what? Okay. You wouldn't be constantly up there, you know what? They could have a life of their own and then you two could come home together, right? Me, but I just and y'all, they're really they're ashamed of themselves. They're ashamed of themselves because they know they could have had it all with you. They could have had it all. Right? The emotionally fulfilling relationship, their own personal life, stability within a relationship, practicality, groundedness, loyalty, because they know you're loyal. They know you would be loyal to them. They would have an actual partnership instead of having to carry whatever they're carrying right now. So this person is currently burdened by the torch that they can't seem to put out. Okay, they still hold a really hot torch for you and it doesn't seem to want to go out. And it's like every bit of information they get about you just makes them all, and it's 11:11 right now, okay? It's 11:11 right now. Yeah, and they're dealing with a really unhappy situation. Everything they do is a problem. I feel like this person's also possibly this person is financially dependent on them, okay, for some of you guys. And I feel like whether that's the case, somebody's finances really getting drained here. They're unable to build a life with a person because they're constantly getting their finances, taken away from them. They're starting to see that it's more so they are taking care of somebody that is not contributing to a partnership. And they're just kind of asking themselves, why are they doing this? They're just kind of asking, is this really what life is about? Because in that case, someone's just really unfulfilled. They're extremely unfulfilled because it's like whoever this person is that they're with, they're not contributing in any sort of way that is positive. I mean, this is somebody that is filled with negativity. And they're manipulative, conniving. I also feel like, specifically they withhold, they're withholding physical. Okay, I got to be careful what I say. But they're definitely withholding themselves from this person also. Like they use that as a means to control, which, So let's see what's going to happen from here. So what is the outcome to all of this? What is the outcome to all of this? 10 of Wands. It looks like there's going to be a knockout. There's going to be some sort of like major. I'm trying to figure out the right words to say here. For some of y'all, it's a divorce. Somebody's headed straight for a really nasty divorce. Okay. I was trying to avoid specifics, right? Because this is general reading. You can always book a personal reading with me at spirituallyfittarot.com. But there's going to be a really nasty division of assets here. And it's like this person, that's what they're trying to avoid. They're trying to avoid all of this chaos and drama that is certainly going to happen once they walk away from the situation. Because for some of y'all, this person has made some sort of contract with this person on some level. There's some sort of agreement that they can't just easily get out of with this person. Some sort of contract that they know is going to be even more of a struggle to try to break, right? High Priestess is here. I feel like this person is trying to adjust things in silence. They're trying to hide assets potentially from this person. This person is already planning on walking away from the situation. They've already withdrew emotionally. It's just a matter of time when they decide to actually pull the plug on this situation. And they're bracing themselves right now for the fallout, for the war, because this person is about to go to war because they know that whoever they're with is out for war with them. So that's just what wanted to come out, guys. I mean, whatever that situation is that someone's with, the message for y'all is whoever this person chose over you, you know, they're definitely going to be getting the consequences of that. You know, somebody went towards an easier option that turned out to be the worst possible option they could have chosen. They thought it was easier to impress this person at the time. But I feel like this person, though they may have been easily impressed, it turned out to be one of the biggest complications and challenges that they've ever put themselves into, being with this person. And they're realizing they're having a big mirror reflected back to them, okay? And they're realizing the consequences of choosing what appears to be the easier option and how many complications can come with something just easily accessible. So we have settled down. We have hiding. Somebody could have hid a relationship from you or how serious the connection was. We have jock. It says attractive, fit, athletic. Changed feelings. Yeah, and you know, did we make the right decision? And what this really is telling me is this person, they presented them, whoever they chose over you did present themselves in a false light. I feel like this person kind of just mimics what they think is desirable in a partner. And then once they have that foundation built, they switch up, okay? And this is what your person of interest is realizing, right? They're realizing that whoever this person was with figured out what it was that they were looking for in a partner and became exactly that. And it wasn't really who this person truly is. And now they're starting to realize that somebody presented themselves in a false light. But they're not seeing, they didn't see this person's true colors until roots were already laid. A foundation was already created here. And we have resentment, angry. We have this stoner card, which it says, you know, self-awareness, relax. And that's another thing, like somebody here that they chose over you presented themselves to be kind of like more laid back and chill about everything. They've done a complete 180. This person's whole character has completely changed. And it was after they created a foundation, after they put down a foundation here, put down roots. And we got confused, unbalanced. I mean, this is a really, I feel like this person is watching you. You know, They're just in a really unhappy situation, feeling unbalanced, uneasy, walking on eggshells. They're confused because they're just looking at this person and they're just like, who are you? Who are you? I don't even know who you are. So, all right, y'all. That's trust your intuition though on this, okay? But that's what I have for you. I hope this gave you clarity, and I will see you in the next one.